I've been politically aware for a very long time. I'm older now. I can tell you that I've never noticed a time that has produced more animosity and division than the last few years. You never discussed politicians much with others because it didn't matter within your friendship. You liked the same food or had the same hobby and had more to do and talk about. Who you voted for was a very small sliver of the other person's personality, and it was something you kept your fucking nose out of, and your opinion to yourself because it didn't matter. It doesn't matter. Before the bombardment of the weaponized mainstream media, no one cared much. It's been interesting to watch those in charge realize how much power they have over the regular individual in the coercion of a manufactured social consensus. The media is a powerful weapon. And once you see it, the world changes. The Matrix movie is real. Once you see the code, you can't not see it anymore. And it hurts because it's so blatant. It can psy-op the majority with repetitive stories and quotes, and the notion that everyone else thinks the same, so you'd better too, otherwise you won't have a tribe. Which is arguably one of the ways they got people to sign up to the most recent experimental medical procedure. No one wants to be excluded. It's human nature, evolution, wanting to belong and have a herd to help protect us. Before the media, and its unceremonious assault on regular people, and the conscious agenda being pushed in order to divide, it didn't seem this intense. Voting was a chore you had to do every 4 years, mandatory for me, but whichever side of government won didn't matter that much. Why? Because the assholes weren't inserting themselves into every tiny aspect of your life back then. They were still clowns, but they weren't part of everything you looked at or putting red tape or a tax or a permit across everything you wanted to do. Now that the media is very involved, you add more money into the cauldron of poison, and these people will do almost anything to maintain the milk from that teat. This post was about reminding everyone that it is not me against you. These people, the politicians, Big Pharma and the elite see us all the same. Your tribe arguing establishment talking points on their behalf like good little Agent Smiths, is silly. While we're yelling at each other, they're sneaking around behind us and committing crimes, making our futures worse and making shady deals that you will never hear about in the mainstream media. It's time to put away the stupid groupthink and tribal war mentality. We should all be united, regardless of the bad information we've been fed or what we perceive our political stance is. The real enemy is laughing, living it up with no restrictions and using your plights as entertainment, pretending to know what it feels like. TLDR, so tired of seeing misinformed people argue MSM talking points and not being able to answer follow-up questions. Don't be an NPC and just follow the mainstream talking points to pretend you're offended over, sneering face. We are all human with different opinions. Like and sub because your penis is impressive.
I've just realised that you're an author and can't even say the word duck. What the fucking hell's up with that?